Is that 508?
Yeah. Nah, I'm back in this shit. I'm just back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. I'm just back in this shit. Nah, I'm back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. Yeah.
What's up, it's Nolan back with another episode of Sounds of Future TV. Who am I here with today?
Your boy Show, man. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself? What you been up to?
Can't complain. Just music, living life.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about your upbringing a little bit. What got you into making music, and like, what would you say your first memory of music is?
My first memory of music would be me listening to Lil Bow Wow when I was growing up, and like just trying to be like him. That's like probably like my first memory, you know.
Yeah. So now to shift to present day. Let's talk about your sound. I mean, are you inspired by Lil Bow Wow in a sense still to this day? Is that reminiscent in your music now, or would you say you kind of branched off into different aspects of music and different styles and stuff like that?
Probably like performance wise, like his energy, you know. But other than that, I branched off kind of. Yeah.
And now to talk about you're from Atlanta, correct?
Yeah.
So talk about that. Obviously, this platform is more like Northeast centric, and we've had a lot of New York and just Boston artists and stuff on, but we never had an Atlanta artist on. Talk about that culture and environment and how that's kind of shaped your sound and the type of person you are, and all that type of stuff.
It's real different than up north. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole like the lingo, the country, the dirty South, the chicken wings, the strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of swag and aura.
So now to shift into, I guess, I want to talk about your career goals. Where do you see your career going in the sense of, stuff you want to do? And, everybody's got different, I guess, intentions in this career. And, some want to be, superstars and sell out stadiums and be like, Taylor Swift's type of status. And others are more comfortable with, if, 1,000 people from my neighborhood know who I am, I'm cool with that. Like, what would you say you're kind of striving for?
This shit big, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Real big. My end goal is to be a director though for movies. You know what I'm saying? I went to Clark, but school really wasn't for me, so I got up out of there. I went to Clark, Atlanta. Now
to kind of build off, what you said about school wasn't for you. A lot of people kind of resonate with that, especially in past interviews. I've asked about what your thoughts are on college and education. Is it worth the money and all that type of stuff? What that experience was kind of like, I guess, turned you off of school and pivoted you to kind of doing your own thing in the sense of music and your own work.
My perspective of school was like totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because I played football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I got to school, it just was totally different than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And I was doing all the wrong things and stuff like that. So that's what really like turned me away, you know. And I'm like, I can go do something else. Yeah. So that's what made me, go that route.
So you mentioned you played football too. Did you also have was that kind of like an initial dream you had of obviously a lot of people want to go professional and stuff like that. Was that something that you were striving for before music, or was there something else in your life that was kind of, taking that over?
I just wanted to get to college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Never wanted to go to the league, but maybe if I would have put the work in, you never know what happened. Yeah.
And I guess to talk about the lessons you learned over the course of your life, and you obviously went through a lot, and just in terms of experiences through sports, college, all that type of stuff that made you who you are today. What would you say has been the biggest lesson you've been able to kind of carry over into your career and stuff that you're able to, I guess not even in your career, but just in life in general, just lessons in that sense?
Consistency.
Yeah.
You feel me? I just didn't stop the music, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm at now, I never thought I would be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like consistency, bro. That's the biggest thing
Yeah.
in the world.
I feel you. Now to talk, I guess I want to dive deeper into the Atlanta music scene. In comparison to I mean, I guess there's debates on what who has the best music scene in terms of New York, Atlanta, LA, all that type of stuff. Where do you kind of think Atlanta sits in that framework? And who are some of your, you know, favorite artists from Atlanta?
So to me, Atlanta fit number one, and I'm not being biased when I say that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the culture, the swag, and how everybody is just together in Atlanta. Like some of my favorite artists, T.I.
Yeah,
for sure. Like, but that's because I grew up on him.
Yeah.
Drake, of course. Gunna.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the normal. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
But I don't really have a number one artist I listen to.
You still follow T.I. pretty closely?
Yeah.
What is it kind of like to see his, I guess, longevity in a sense? Because he just borderline just had a hit record with Pharrell recently, and he's still going, doing his thing. Is that something that you really look towards as like, you know, admirable? And, you know, he's been doing it since, I mean, maybe before I was born, low key, but you know, he's been doing it for a minute, and I know my brothers grew up on him too. So what's it like seeing him still going? Is that something that you strive for as well?
Yeah. Like his longevity is crazy, bro. Like he was before he was like 22.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and now he's
been had his too. I mean, whenever Rubber Band Man came out, right? Whatever, that was crazy.
What is that, like 2004?
Yeah.
What year was more?
2004.
Yeah. See. Yeah. So he that's a GOAT to me. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So I guess to talk about you've been in Atlanta your whole life, like,
yeah. For sure.
So do you feel like it's necessary to ever, I guess, branch out in the sense of would you ever consider like moving out of Atlanta to maybe for creative growth or any other aspects of your life, just to I guess get a new feel for something? Because even I feel like I had to move from Boston over to New York just to get a new energy and a new feel and a new you know, meet different people. Do you ever feel like you have those points where you're like, oh, maybe I could step out of my comfort zone and then go to a new place? And what would that place be if so?
So to answer your question, yes. When I left Clark, Atlanta, I had came to New York to go to to look at Parsons. Yeah, that's the fashion school. Yeah. So like New York is a place that I always wanted to live in. You know what I'm saying? But it just didn't work out at the time. You know, just being young and like, damn, do I want to do this? Do I want to? It was really one of those, and just stay home for a little bit, and you know. But New York would be the place.
Nice. And to talk about it, you had mentioned earlier you have dreams of being a director as well. So who do you kind of look towards in that field as inspiration? I know personally, I really enjoy like Ryan Coogler's work, Spike Lee, obviously. You know, a lot of talented directors. And what would you kind of feel like you would do in that space in terms of what stories you would want to tell, and you know the creative energy you'd bring to it that may be different from what we see right now?
You ever heard of John Singleton? Yeah. I like his work because it captures like our culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of like on the West Coast, but you know what I'm saying? I could bring the Dirty South aspect of it, and especially with Ryan Coogler. Yeah. Like his just, I don't know, like Sinners was crazy.
It was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So like just the way they do things, I admire that, and I would want to put it into my own way. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah. And to talk about that even more, how would you be able to, I guess, how would you be able to combine your music career with the, you know, directing career? Is that something that you would look to, you know, kind of, like I said, combine in a way, or you feel like you would want to separate it creatively?
Nah, I'm already combining it with my boy Cortland. He stay out in Indiana. He's a director. He's shooting some movies and stuff right now that I probably can't speak on, but yeah. So we kind of like gelling my music in the in the film world together.
Right.
That's where we're gonna start it. Yeah.
How big would you say that visuals serve in the music world? Because I feel like that's a underrated aspect of music, you know, the visual arts aspect of it. And sometimes sometimes it could be like a little too you know, sometimes I feel like artists may focus too much on the visuals and forget about the music, and then other times it's vice versa, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's got to be a perfect balance. Would you resonate with that fact?
Yeah, because it shows a form of like expression.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at like Kendrick Lamar or Baby Keem and they videos, like it shows expression of like who they are or they alter ego. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the people want to grow with you. You know what I'm saying? See where you start from. That's really the beauty of it. You know, like the biggest artist in the world is probably NBA YoungBoy because of that.
Yeah,
he just showed people when he was young and all the way up, or Chris Brown when he was young all the way up. Like the people get to see you grow. So I feel like visuals is a huge thing. Yeah, in this world that we in.
Most definitely. So now I want to talk about legacy with you. So, you know, let's talk about like 50 years from now, when everything's all said and done. How would you want to be remembered, not only as like a creator and artist, but you know, just as a person as well?
I'm always helping people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one thing to say no, but if I can, I will. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to like know that about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my purpose is to help people. Yeah.
So I got 2 more questions for you. I want to talk about any upcoming work, projects, stuff you want to promote, anything like that.
Album platinum on the way. You know, summertime. Platinum the album is on the way.
Man, excited to hear it. And last question for you. So we got a segment called Words from the Future, where we ask the artists to leave any advice or just wisdom for the audience. You got anything for them?
Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't let people discourage you. Like I said earlier, consistency is the key, bro. Like, and it may sound cliche, but it really is the key. Because if you keep going and you keep going, it's just like working out in the gym. You keep going, you eating right, you're gonna get your results that you want. So consistency is key. Okay.
Man, well, thank you so much for joining us, bro. It was nice meeting you. As another Sounds of Future TV episode. Signing out.
Yeah.
Back in the field, back like I never left, ready to spill. Only got one shot, I go for the kill. Could've went platinum with thoughts if a drill, but I found a better way without a deal.